have you ever walked into a room and felt like all eyes were on you? Or maybe you've seen someone who just naturally commands respect and attention without saying or doing anything. Well, that powerful presence and respect has a reason behind it, and it's called aura. Scientifically, it's been proven to exist. When you have a strong aura, without saying a word or doing anything special, people will give you respect. In this video, I'm going to tell you what aura is, how to build it, why it's important, and why some people have it while others don't. If you want to know all this, make sure you watch the video till the end. First of all, let me explain what aura is. It's not some magical or mysterious thing. Aura is that feeling people get when you enter a room. They unconsciously sense it. A strong aura makes people respect you, listen to what you say, and even admire you in many situations. But if you have a weak aura, people might not pay attention to you or take you seriously. But why does this matter? As humans, especially us men, we are judged by our behavior, our presence, and how we interact with others. The good news is anyone can build a strong aura, and it doesn't really depend on your looks or money. It's more about your habits, mindset, and behavior. In the upcoming sections, I'll tell you exactly how to develop it, but before that, I want to show you the difference between those who have aura and those who don't. First point, body language. Look at how this person moves. They're not in a rush, their posture is straight, and their behavior screams confidence. Now look at this person. Their body language says, "I'm not sure of myself." People unconsciously pick up on these things. The next point is how you speak. For example, watch this video. The person is speaking clearly. They're not rushing, they pause between words, and their words carry weight. But the other person speaks quickly, and it's like they don't even know what they're trying to say. That kills the sense of confidence. The next point is presence. Someone with a strong aura doesn't rush when they enter a room. They let the room feel their presence. That's power. But there's a very fine line. If you try to grab attention or use aggression to do so, people will immediately notice and get a bad vibe from you. They'll put up a guard. Now, let's get to the main point. Aura is something you can build. No one is born with a strong aura. It's a skill you develop with practice and by changing your habits. I'll now give you 5 steps, and I'll explain each one in detail so you can easily apply them. The first step is to fix your body language. The first thing people notice about you is your posture and movements. It's the most obvious sign of your confidence and power. Stand tall. When you stand up straight, pull your shoulders back and keep your head high. It sends an unconscious message to people that you're confident and present in the moment. But if you slouch and stand loosely, people will feel that you're weak and unsure of yourself, even if deep down you're not. From now on, be aware of your posture wherever you stand. Another important thing in body language is making eye contact. When you're talking to someone, look them straight in the eyes. Eye contact signals confidence and honesty. But remember, don't stare at them to the point that it makes them uncomfortable. Keep a natural balance. Another tip is to move slowly and confidently. Don't rush when you walk. Take deliberate, calm steps. Someone with a strong aura never seems to be in a hurry. The next thing in body language is hand gestures. When you talk to someone, use your hands to communicate. Your hands shouldn't be stiff and motionless, nor should they be flailing around too much. Find a balance that feels natural and warm. One exercise you can do is practice standing, walking, and using your hands in front of a mirror when you're alone. The second step is to work on controlling your emotions. One of the most important traits of people with a strong aura is that they control their emotions. They don't let others or external circumstances dictate how they feel. But what does that mean? It means being able to stay calm even when you're angry or anxious. I've personally regretted it every time I lost control of my emotions. And I'm sure everyone feels that way. Emotions can be anything. Anger, sadness, even joy. Sometimes it can ruin the best day of your life. To control your emotions, I'll give you a few techniques. The first one is, don't react immediately. When someone says something unpleasant, take a deep breath, think for a few seconds, and then respond. This makes your words carry more weight, and people will see that you make decisions with your mind, not your emotions. The next thing you can do to build your strong aura is to strengthen your mind. There's a famous quote that says, The strongest people are the ones who get hurt but don't show it. Remember, someone with a strong aura stays calm and composed in tough situations. They have crisis management skills. Step 3 is to speak clearly and with purpose. Talking is one of the most important tools to create a strong aura. When you speak, people should feel that you're confident and believe in what you're saying. To do this, speak slowly and calmly. Don't rush. When you speak fast and without thought, people might think you're nervous or unsure. Try adding brief pauses to your sentences to make them more impactful. For example, pause the video now and repeat a sentence 3 times at different speeds. You'll notice how the tone and impact change. Another thing you can do is use simple and direct words. You don't need to use complicated words. Just make your message clear. Another important thing is to have a strong voice. Your voice should be clear. Not so loud that it annoys people, but not so quiet that no one hears you. Practice speaking from your diaphragm, not your throat. A great exercise for this is to place one hand on your throat and the other on your chest, and adjust your voice tone until you feel a vibration in your chest. That's the voice tone that makes an impact. Step 4 is to improve your knowledge. To earn respect from others, you need to have something to offer. People respect those who are experts in a field or have something to teach. One thing you can do is continuous learning. Learn something new every day. Could be related to your work or a new skill like a new sport, cooking, music, or a new language. When you have something to say, people will naturally be drawn to you. One thing you can do, this isn't an advertisement, is check out my first channel and watch the videos I upload about politics, economics, and what's happening in the world around us. This can help you become someone who always has something to talk about in a group, and it signals that you're someone who reads and knows what's going on in the world. Another thing is physical fitness. A healthy, strong body makes your presence feel stronger. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You just need to have a light exercise routine to improve your energy and boost your confidence. Another thing you can do is network. Surround yourself with successful, positive people. It'll help you learn from them and open your perspective on everything around you. Step 5 is to set boundaries. One of the biggest mistakes is trying to please everyone. People with strong auras know what's right and stand up for their values. This doesn't mean being selfish or inflexible, but it's important to set boundaries in your life and never compromise on them. If you want to enter a relationship with someone, make sure you have standards and choose to be single rather than settling for someone who doesn't meet them. You don't need to be overly nice to everyone. One mistake we learn from childhood is that we should be nice to everyone. Be friends with everyone. But that's wrong. I'm not saying to disrespect people or ignore them, but when you act like a very peace-loving, overly calm, and friendly person with everyone, it sends a vibe that you prioritize everyone over yourself and people won't take you seriously. I've experienced this in my work life. When I was about 20, I had a business where people working for me were often much older than me. What I had learned from my family was to always respect older people, no matter what. I would always compromise because they were older. But after a few months, I completely lost control of my business. I was starting to fail because they no longer saw me as their boss. I had to change the entire staff because I couldn't change the way I had built myself. So, I had to reset everything from the start and manage to get back on my feet. This is something we can all experience in our personal lives, regardless of age. Show respect, be polite, but stick to your boundaries. Always prioritize yourself. Another thing in this area is learning to say no. This might sound cliché, but once you get strong in the way I mentioned earlier, saying no becomes easier. When something isn't right for you, calmly but firmly say no. It shows the other person that you value your time and energy. Another point is standing up to disrespect. If someone disrespects you, calmly but firmly let them know that you won't tolerate their behavior. No need to argue, just show your assertiveness. Now, let's go over some practical exercises to build a strong aura that you can start doing today. One thing that can really help is what I mentioned earlier. Stand in front of the mirror for 10 minutes a day. Practice eye contact, hand gestures, and your posture. Another thing is to practice pausing during your speech. Practice one sentence multiple times, adding pauses between the words. This will make your words more impactful. Another exercise you can do is when you go out, whether it's to a supermarket, cafe, or gym, greet people with more confidence. Stand tall and say your hello assertively. After a while, you'll not only get used to this way of interacting but also notice the effect it has. There are a couple of other things that can really help, and I've left them at the end of the video for those who can focus enough to watch it all the way through. Choose stressful situations in your life and focus only on your breath and staying calm in those moments. Learn to control yourself in tough situations. You'll never regret doing this. One more important thing, though it might sound a bit sad from the outside, but it's just the way it is, your appearance and financial situation can really help in building a strong aura. Besides working on improving your finances, pay attention to your appearance. Don't wear dirty clothes, wrinkled clothes, or oversized clothes that are trending right now. Avoid excessive accessories or anything that's over the top. See, no matter how attractive some people may look in any group, the one who is dressed in a classy, well-fitting, and neat way attracts attention in a different way. How you dress is really important, more important than you might think. It can be really appealing to many, but respect and a strong aura are what it truly brings. I hope you get my point. Use these tips, and if you think someone around you needs to hear them, share this video with them. I hope this video was helpful to you.